In my last video, I went over the different types of stackers and the advantages and disadvantages of different types of silver products out there on the market. Now today, I'd like to cover what it means to be a true stacker and the silver that you should probably avoid if you're going to be one. We've got this and more coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned. YouTube, what's going on? Yep, a silver and gold stack tack video on a Sunday. I used to release 2 videos a week, but I was lacking on the biggest criteria required to do so, and that's time. Also, views across the entire community are actually down because let's face it, when silver price is as stagnant as it's been over the last 3 years in a row, well, less people are enthusiastic about surfing silver videos on YouTube. Even some of the bigger channels have noticed the difference. Most notably our buddy Sal at Salivate Metal. He's noticed it, he's picked up on it. But hang in there, Sal. You're still the godfather of YouTube videos. For my own stuff, well, a video takes about a 2 to 3 hour investment on time to produce. And with views down, it just didn't make any sense to keep investing that time versus those views. But I also believe that this too shall pass. Now, make no mistake, I absolutely do appreciate all of you who still stop by and support the channel. And the Silver Gold Stack Tack seems to be doing okay with the Thursday videos, doing just fine. But some of the larger channels are still raking in the views, of course, and the pumper channels are doing just fine. Silver Slayer, for example, loves to clickbait his titles and content while pushing silver price bull and setting unrealistic hopes for stackers, making predictions that never come true. Apparently that works for some and that keeps the views coming in, but you're not going to get that here. I don't hype silver. I don't hype silver price, I don't do mining videos, and I always try to bring a pragmatic approach to my content. So in the meantime, I'll just enjoy putting a vid out here and there and trying to bring you guys something you'll hopefully find worth watching. So let's go ahead and roll this one out and have a quick talk about silver.
And here we go.
Alright, so today I just want to go over some of the silver that's probably the least conducive for stacking. And the reasons could be many, with liquidity, premiums, desirability being at the forefront. But first, a disclaimer, I am absolutely not telling you what to stack, nor am I encouraging you to change how you stack. That's not what I do here. I believe everyone should stack their own pace, buy what you like, and have as much freaking fun with it as possible. Not everyone stacks the same, and there is no set method. You do you. Alright, first off, we've got these silverbacks at 1/1000th of an ounce. Yeah, and a price tag of around $10 each plus shipping when they were being sold. And AppMax is even selling graded versions of this thing for a freaking $100 a pop. Absolute ripoff, and there is no rhyme or reason for stacking these. None. Now, if you're a fan of dragons and you just want a few as a novelty, hey, go for it. No harm in that. But stacking? No thank you. Next, tiny fractional silver like this 1 gram Zombucks. Even though most of us avoid this stuff, those prepper packs that SD Bullion was selling, same ones being pushed by Yankee and some others, actually sold like crazy. I don't get it. This is the absolute worst value in silver you could possibly conjure up. And when you do the math, you'll find that the premiums are completely insane.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Enough of this.
And they push this stuff as silver for the apocalypse, but in my opinion, I don't know. No one's going to want this stuff for barter, in my opinion. If you looked at this 1 grammer, would you even believe it was real silver? I mean, I sure wouldn't. And I definitely wouldn't give up any supplies for it. Again, just my opinion. And apparently it's in the minority due to the success of those packs. Anyway, moving on to what I call boutique silver. Now, this is theme stuff from AppMax and whatnot. They push this stuff out on their TEPs or tamper evident packaging. Now, unless you can find a deal on these, the premiums are going to be ridiculous, with an average of $29 to $39 depending on what it is. But what it really is an ounce of silver in the end, right? And you're paying a huge increase on it. You're paying a huge premium on this stuff, depending on what it is. And there's a ton of it. There's no shortage of this stuff out there. Got this ET from New Way. It's actually a coin bar. It's got a value on it. $2. You could have classic video games like Dig Dug. You old school guys will remember that. Or just iconic stuff that I drop all the time. Coca-Cola. And Kiss. I mean, there's no shortage of this stuff. But I'm guilty of buying these. The New Zealand Mint makes most of them for Niue, again. And designs some really cool stuff. So the Stack-o-Lector side of me definitely comes out. But there's a lot of nostalgia here. All right, the next product that true stackers will avoid is premium silver bars, like this 10-ounce 3 Graces from the Royal Mint. Beautiful bar, no question. And there are only 6,100 of these made worldwide, so there's definitely going to be a premium on them when you buy them on the secondary. The limited edition Royal Mint bars do seem to sell well after production, though, so more of an investment on your silver for these. The Una and the Lion version currently goes for 400 plus, and I've seen it go into the 500s. So this probably wouldn't be on the list of a pure stacker. But another example would be this Geiger bar. Shaking the screen everywhere. Again, it's 1 ounce of silver. It's beautiful. It comes in a great assay. But these are pricey. These carry a huge premium on them. I mean, I got lucky. I consider myself fortunate that I got this one for 35 shipped because I really wanted one. I think they're beautiful little bars. And that was a really good price for one of these. But again, you wouldn't want to stack Geigers as a sole purpose for stacking. There's just too much premium. Moving on, we've got slab bullion like this Annex Silver Eagle. To me, unless you have a key date or a keepsake of some kind, it makes absolutely no sense to slab a standard bullion coin. None. The extra cost just can't be justified to me. And you're likely going to lose money when you go to sell it because it just doesn't stand out from the rest of that year's release. These are made in the millions, folks. Made in the millions. They're not rare. And I've seen these selling in coin shops for just $1 or $2 over a standard Eagle price. And when you work out the math, an Eagle's what? Averaging 30 bucks right now? Throw in another $20 to $30 to slab it, and that turns it into a $50 to $60 investment on that Eagle. And the coin shop probably just gave you the going rate for it without factoring in the slab. My LCS doesn't even care about slabs. Who cares if this is a 69 or 70? It was made in the millions. Okay, this is not conducive to true stacking. Slabs are basically for numismatics, key dates, or anything else with legitimate value. And standard Eagles, I'm sorry, they just don't fall into that category. And one more, just for good measure. I highlighted this set in the last video, but this is definitely not a set a true stacker would buy. It's an amazing set that I picked up from Lou over at Raleigh Gold Coin, and I got a very fair price on it in comparison to what it's selling for online. He gave me a great deal. But you can see the original receipt that whoever sold it to him, they bought this from the gift shop, I guess, at the Philly Mint, and they paid $199.95, so $200 for this set. So 4 coins, $200, $50 a medallion. They're not coins; they're actually medallions. 50 bucks. That's way too much for an ounce of silver for a stacker, as far as that goes. But for a Stack-o-Lector, yeah, I was pretty stoked to add this set to my silver. These are absolutely beautiful. Real quick look at the reverse proof. Absolutely amazing metal. And that Eagle is one of the best I think I've seen from the American Mint, the US Mint. It's high relief, and that is gorgeous. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy with this set. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am with it. But it's not for stacking. All right. There you have it, folks. Now, there are plenty of other types of silver that a true stacker wouldn't touch, but that'd make this video a hell of a lot longer. So on a side note, it might appear that I'm talking about true stacking, quote unquote true stacking, while showing you examples of stuff that I personally bought that a stacker would more likely not touch. But here's the reason. I actually did hit my silver ounce goal late last year, so I've slowed down my buying on it with plans on focusing on gold. So I don't mind throwing a few bucks at stuff here and there that really appeals to me. But the true stackers, they're going to chase this stuff here. Like these rounds, these elemental rounds, I got a fantastic deal on these. Little place down in Havelock, North Carolina. 24 bucks each. Basic silver. This is the stuff that true stackers are going to chase down. Very simple. There's nothing beautiful about this. I mean, I think the design is actually pretty cool for a generic, but basic silver is what a true stacker is going to go after. And those premium bars, forget that. They're going to want stuff like these. The Heraeus bars, the cheapest silver you can get, ounce per ounce. So that's what a true stacker is going to go for. Now, if you're like me and you're a Stack-o-Lector, game on. We buy whatever the hell we want, basically. Anyway, do you have any of this stuff in your stack? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you're thinking. I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. That's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. Be sure to stay till my Get Stacked video at the end. I added on something I hope you like. And in the meantime, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks. Have a great week ahead.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?